What's up, guys? It's Dre on Cuts. So we're taking a look at this low, or not low, a high taper. So first, I'm going in with these trimmers that I got from Amazon for $12.99. I zero gapped them. I'll have a video about how you zero gap unzero gappable clippers soon. So you just put in your bald line wherever you want it to be. And here I have my clippers no guard lever open, and we're going to go ahead and set in the first guideline. So what you want to do is not press too hard, just go ahead and go up, let the weight of the clippers do the work, make a small guideline, and make sure that all your guidelines are even and the same size. Okay, so we're just going back over it. You really want to make sure that you go over it a couple times just so you make sure that everything's at the lever open length. You find that if you just go over it once, you might want to just go over it once and be like one and done, but you really have to go over it a couple times to get it consistent because the clippers don't cut every hair just with one stroke. So here I'm going to go ahead and go in no guard, but with my lever halfway to attempt to pull out that bottom line. So what I like to do is lever open and then lever halfway, go halfway into that guideline. I use the lever as navigation or a compass to where I should be on the fade. So if I'm lever open, I'll be at top. If I'm lever halfway, I'll be in the middle. And if I'm lever closed, I'll be at the bottom, taking out the bottom line, flicking it. So I go in lever halfway, go halfway into that guideline, and then lever closed and just barely tap at the bottom line. So here I'm closing it, like I said. And I'm just gonna tap the bottom line. And you do this all the way across the fade. So pay attention to how I'm pulling the skin down just a little bit so that I can get into that small area. So here we go with the one guard. I'm kind of mad because my footage got lost of the one guard. So I'm just going here and just repeating the steps, not really cutting anything, but showing you. So we're setting in our number one guideline or our second guideline, lever open. And we're just using the weight of the clippers. Don't push too hard. And just go ahead and go over it a couple times. And then once you go over it, you can go lever halfway or lever close, whatever you feel. Just don't go past that one guard guideline. So here, brushing the hair. We got the two guard. We're going to make sure that we flick. So a lot of people say to flick with the two guard. But before you flick, you want to make sure that you go up enough to create the same length guideline as the one guard and the no guard open, and then flick. So you don't just flick and then you're done. You want to go up, make sure you get that 1 finger guideline or that 1 inch guideline, half-inch guideline, and then flick out to match that with the end or with the top of the hair. So I see a lot of people out there, they just go with the two and then flick out as soon as they just hit the hair and just flick out. You want to go up a little bit and chop that hair off and then go and then flick. That's a key thing, dude. So we're just going in. I think we close the lever here and we're fading downwards. Hit it with the brush. Let's see, we got the 1.5 guard here, and the 1.5 guard is going to blend into the 2 guard open or close. So what I like to do is I'll go in with the 1.5 guard open, and just feel around, see if it's cutting. Always pay attention to the sound of the clippers. They'll tell you if they're cutting or not. So go up, and once you hear nothing cutting, then go a little bit below that, say ½ inch below it or less, and then close up the lever halfway. Go ahead and hit that, and then close up the lever all the way, and you want to attack that line and pull that line out. So don't jump into the step lever closed 1.5 guard, because you could make little small mistakes and patches. You always want to go lever open, fill around, lever halfway, then lever close if need be. Depending on how hard you push, setting in the guidelines will determine on how much you have to close. But usually you want to start open, because the blurrier the fade is, the more hair you leave on it. So the more hair you leave on the fade, the blurrier it'll be. And to achieve that, you want to pull off less hair. So start open on all your steps. So all the guards work together in unison to create this fade. So with the one guard, I'm just using the corner and going into the neck zone, but just blending it. What would be blended with the 1.5 open to close. Sometimes that 1.5 close doesn't get where you want it to get, so you go one guard open. So the main thing we're doing though with that one guard is softening up this line that we're taking out with the 0.5. I feel like with the one guard closed, if you press hard enough, you can take out that bottom line, and then the zero guard is just there to really do small cleanup work. So zero guard here, we're going in small touch-up work. When I go zero guard, I like to go open, lever 3/4 open, and then halfway, then closed. Sometimes you won't even need halfway and closed, or sometimes you won't need closed, halfway sometimes. Think about it, you're taking that line out, or you're softening it up with a one guard closed. The next bottom step would be half guard open. So here we're going in with the trimmers, and we're just cleaning it up, cleaning the sideburns up, and I set the bald line in with these, so whatever you set that bald line in with, you got to go in and clean it up with. So we use the trimmers, and you could use the clippers for a bald line if you want to avoid that. Here we go in with the shavers, and this is just to clean up and make the fade pop. I don't use it in the back. It give you bumps, or it gives me bumps personally. So yeah, here's the fade, guys. Thanks for watching, and yeah, please like and subscribe.